Hello, my friends. Today there is a lot of interesting news, but unfortunately there is some bad news as well. The bad news is that the Russians managed to break through our defense and capture another part of Ukrainian territory. Let's start with the Kherson direction. Here, the Ukrainian Armed Forces have achieved success. According to official information today, the Ukrainian Armed Forces have established several strongholds on the left bank. The General Staff clearly stated that the Ukrainian Armed Forces have secured these positions. At a distance of 70 kilometers, there are already 4 strongholds, which will only increase in size. Today, the occupiers are already in panic, realizing that there is nothing they can do. Our units are not halted by their shelling as they expand their strongholds. Therefore, the chances of success for the Ukrainian Armed Forces in this direction are much greater. Now, let's move on to the Bakhmut direction, because this is where losses are most likely. We've heard multiple times that the Russians are achieving tactical successes here. Today, on one of the maps showed that the occupiers advanced in the Yahidne and Berkhivka areas by 2 kilometers and almost 200 meters. This brings them dangerously close to Svatove, and as a result, the northern flank poses a significant threat again, preventing the Ukrainian Armed Forces from surrounding Bakhmut. Unfortunately, the Russians have a significant presence, and gradually it seems they're making headway against our defense. In the Synkivka and Petropavlivka areas, the situation remains unchanged. Russian attacks persist and the situation remains challenging, as reported by the Ukrainian Armed Forces on site.
And now, in fact, there were attempts by the occupiers to storm Synkivka again. Now they are dead, but we are waiting for another attempt.
As it can be seen, the attacks continue periodically. We are awaiting to see how events will unfold in this direction. However, it's evident that the Russians are not sparing resources and want to advance further towards Chasiv Yar and Konstantinivka. In the Avdiivka direction, the occupiers continue to claim successes, but it seems that these victories are only in words. In reality, they cannot encircle Avdiivka. The distance between the northern and southern flanks is 7 kilometers and 700 meters to the main and crucial road. Cutting this road will halt the supplies to Avdiivka, and it's almost 5 kilometers from any site. This is a considerable distance, and it's very challenging for the Russians to break through our defense in these areas. There have been no changes along the front line in a day, and the battles continue. To the south, battles are taking place around the outskirts of Marinka and Novomykhailivka. Here, too, everything remains unchanged, and success is on the side of the Ukrainian Armed Forces. However, the situation remains challenging in any case. Despite the poor weather, the occupiers continue to advance. In the Vuhledar direction, the attacks on Staromaiorske continue unabated, accompanied by shelling along the entire front line. However, they haven't achieved any successes, and the line of the conflict remains unchanged. In the Luhansk direction, this situation has stabilized for now. In the areas of Kupiansk and Synkivka, only shelling is reported without any offensive actions. In the direction of Svatove, there are no reported attacks, and the number of shelling incidents is minimal. In the Kupiansk direction, the Russians have started regrouping, and despite their significant personnel and equipment advantage, they failed to capture Synkivka and Petropavlivka. Russians report.
Kupiansk sector, Positional battles near Kupiansk, the situation as of 14.00 on November 17, 2023. Positional battles are still going on near Kupiansk. Russian troops, after advancing to the Synkivka tract, are gaining a foothold near its environs. Combined assault groups of the 41st and 54th Mechanized Brigades hold the lines despite losses. There are no active clashes in the direction of Synkivka, Lyman of the 1st, only isolated rifle battles. Due to the disabling of most of the crossings across the Oskol, the group's supply goes all the way through Borovaya, which increases the logistical leverage. At the same time, the enemy's reserves near Kupiansk are present in sufficient numbers to continue the defense of the fortified area. But even this plays into the hands of our troops, since the Ukrainian command is forced to keep forces in the sector instead of reinforcing other directions. At the same time, on the Kupiansk-Dvoryknaya line, the transfer of an armored unit from an unidentified brigade is noted. If tanks have been transferred to Oskil, then, most likely, they will be used from closed firing positions to strike at the line of contact. And to the west of Dvorykna is the position area of the HIMARS MLRS. Given the appearance of a long-range MLRS in the area, intensive strikes on Russian troops and logistics routes deep in the front should be expected in the coming days.
And meanwhile, Putin continues to express surprise, claiming that he didn't expect Ukraine to launch an attack.
Мне до 2014 года в голову не могло прийти, что может быть такой конфликт между Россией и Украиной. Если бы мне сказали до 2014 года, что это возможно, я бы сказал, вы что, с ума сошли?
Многие горячие головы говорят, надо бы нам оттуда уйти. Ваша позиция какая по этому поводу?
Чтобы мы ушли из Юнуска?
Нет. Есть горячие головы, которые говорят, в ЮНЕСКО пришли американцы, политизированная организация, нам там делать нечего. Ну, уже ушли же там из Совета Европы. Как вы считаете?
Я думаю, что нет такой необходимости. Зачем? Это площадка, где люди общаются между собой, работают. У нас достаточно серьезные проекты по линии ЮНЕСКО тоже осуществляются. Я не вижу в этой никакой необходимости. Там некоторые говорят, из ООН надо уйти, вот, как говорится. Ну, это ерунда, потому что Россия основатели этих организаций, на самом деле. Ну что же мы будем оттуда уходить?
Петр I прорубил окно в Европу. В нынешних условиях надо ли его закрывать обратно? Приска, спасибо. Да, Кишон.
Ну, казалось бы, знаете, когда дует, может, можно и прикрыть, чтобы не простудиться. Но у нас хорошая погода, понимаете? Мы не хотим ни с кем рвать отношения. Мы этого и не делаем. Мы же ничего не захлопываем, не закрываем ни двери, ни форточки, ни окна. Если кто-то решил отгородиться, то это их дело. Они сами себя обкрадывают. У нас сложные времена с Европой.
We are preparing for war. It's just the beginning. The best part's ahead, Kadyrov said while firing shots on a training ground.
Готовитесь?
100%.
К чему?
Войны.
Войне?
Да.
Много?
Самое интересное впереди.
And that's all from me. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all the latest news. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.